I'm Dr. Deb Butler, and you are listening to Thinner Peace in Menopause and Beyond. This is episode number 424. Well, hello, all my dear friends all over the world. How are you today? It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. We have a lot of rain, but a lot of flowers and green grass, and it's just beautiful. I hope it's like that wherever you are. The beginning of spring, it's a magical time and it is a time of renewal. And I want to use the energy of spring and renewal for this episode. And this is what I want to be able to impart to you today. So I have 424 episodes. If you've been listening to me for a while, maybe you've listened to all of them. If you just started listening to me, maybe you don't know where to go. And this podcast is actually for those of you who have been listening to me for a long time, and those of you who maybe are starting for the first time on this podcast, or maybe you've just been listening to me for a few episodes. I've got some ideas for you on what you can do with these 424 episodes to get you the thinner peace that you so deserve if you're in menopause. Believe me, I understand. And I use the term thinner peace. I came up with it because I really believe you can be thin and not be peaceful. And I think you can be thin and be very much at peace with food in your body, which is really the point of this podcast, is how to have peace in your mind and your body, especially because you're in menopause. If you haven't learned how to have thinner peace by now, this is the time to learn it. And since I have so many episodes, I have decided to break it down for you. And what I've created this week is a roadmap to the beginning of how to create thinner peace for you. And it actually is going to include 5 episodes. It's the first 5 episodes. And you can get this roadmap by going to drdebbutler.com/map, M-A-P, and it will take you to this roadmap. Now, what this roadmap is going to show you, number one, you're going to be able to click on any 5 episodes right from this roadmap. Also, what this roadmap is going to show you is what the episode is about. And the reason that I want you to start in the beginning and I want you to have a roadmap is because I want you to be able to listen to all 5 of these. Now, my recommendation is that you listen to one a day, if at all possible. Get the information in because I've got so many podcasts. If you get these first 5 in, then you'll be able to go and look at other roadmaps that I'm creating for you. So I'm going to have a roadmap on self-compassion, the best episodes for self-compassion. I'm going to have a roadmap for mindfulness, the best episodes for mindfulness. I'm going to have a roadmap on joy eating. And I'm going to have a roadmap on how to eat when you're hungry and stop when you're full, just for starters. And I don't want to overwhelm you. So it's just going to be 4 or 5 episodes of what I can most teach you on whatever topic we're talking about. So for this first roadmap, it really is just the beginning of understanding the concept of my thinner peace process. So episode number 1 is how to eat when you're hungry and stop when you're full. Episode number 2 is about the physical hunger scale. And episode number 3 is starting to hone into your emotional hunger scale. And episode number 4, I give you some real life experiences from my clients on how to actually use the physical hunger scale and the emotional hunger scale through real life experiences. So once you understand the emotional hunger scale and once you understand the physical hunger scale, then I give you some examples so you may relate to it. And then last but not least, episode number 5 is all about mindfulness and identifying your eating styles, which is a very important episode where I talk about number one, the most important thing that I want you to believe with all your heart is that you can eat whatever you want. And I call it the types of eating, which are joy eating, which is a non-nutritious food, and fuel eating, which is totally nutritious food, and fog eating, which is eating when you're not hungry, or eating a joy eat where you're not mindful and enjoying it bite by bite. And the last type of eating is storm eating or binge eating. And all of these are explained in this episode so that by the time you're through listening to this fifth episode, which is all on a roadmap, which all have links to the podcast, make it really easy on you. And I think that by the time I talk to you next week, you may understand better about the thinner piece process and on your way to beginning. So I've got this roadmap for you. It's the beginning of the thinner piece process. And I want you to get it by going to drdebbutler.com/map, MAP. Listen, this is free. All of it is free, but I want to do it to help you get more connected to yourself and give you a way to go through 1 through 5. Now, once you've got this, when I come back next week, I'm going to give you a roadmap for a totally different topic within the thinner piece process that I know a lot of you want to learn. And I think a roadmap with not a lot on it will make it much easier for you to do and let it saturate your brain. So, very, very easy. What are you going to do this week? You're going to listen to the first 5 episodes of Thinner Peace. The way that you're going to listen to them is by getting the roadmap by going to drdebbutler.com/map, MAP. And by the time we meet next week, you will have mastered the first 5 episodes and we will go to a new topic within the thinner piece process. And of course, I would never, ever end this podcast without saying to you, and of course, maybe that'll be the topic for the roadmap next week, is no matter where you go or what you do, please, please, please be very, very kind to yourself, and I'll see you next week. Bye.